Hello students, Jai Shri Swaminarayan. In previous video, we see some theory part of chapter number 7, coordinate geometry. Now in this video, we will see the next theory part. Okay? In previous video, we see the formula of distance formula, then section formula, intact midpoint theorem, and how to find the ratio. Now, area of triangle. Okay, basically we know one formula for area of triangle. It is half into base into height, right? In previous standard, in standard 7, 8, 9, we just use this formula for finding out the area of triangle. Half into base into height. If equilateral triangle is that, then under root 3 by 4 side square, right? And for the right angle triangle, area of triangle is equals to half into base into height. This formula we seen in our previous standard. And in standard 9, we learn about the Harrow's formula to find out the area of triangle. Okay. So total how many formulas we have for finding out the area of triangle? First one, it is half into base into height. Height and altitude both are same, right? Then second formula for equilateral triangle, under root 3 by 4 side square. Then for right angle triangle, half into product of two legs. That means accepting the hypotenuse, multiplication of other two sides into half. That we can use for the right angle triangle. Then for the Harrow's formula, by Harrow's formula, area of triangle is equal to in under root semi-perimeter S in bracket S minus A, S minus B, and S minus C. Now in coordinate geometry, if coordinate of vertex of triangles are given to you, then we have one different formula. That means in triangle ABC, coordinates are given to you: A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3. Then one way we have, that is, we can find the distance AB, we can find the distance BC, we can find the distance AC. After that, by using Harrow's formula, we can find the area of triangle. But it's somehow difficult. First of all, we need to use the distance formula 3 times. After that, we need to use the Harrow's formula. It's a long process. So we have one simple and short and simple formula. Area of triangle ABC is equal to half of determinant x1 in bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 in bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 in bracket y1 minus y2. Now here, this is the sign of determinant. Okay, you can also say mod, you can also say modulus. Now modulus means what? This is the sign of modulus. Okay, now modulus means what? You always get the positive answer. Okay, if modulus is that, so you always get the positive answers, because we already know that area of triangle cannot be negative. Area of triangle cannot be negative. We always want positive answer. That's why modulus is applied here. Now modulus means what? If you have 5, then your answer becomes 5. But if you have negative 5, then when you will get the positive answer 5. Okay, so in modulus, negative signs becomes the positive sign. Okay, same thing. If you have 13, then you will get the answer 13. But if you have negative 13, then you will get the positive answer. It means whenever जब भी मॉड्यूलस को ओपन करेंगे तब हमारा आंसर कैसा आएगा? पॉजिटिव. और कोई भी वर्क में आंसर्स को पॉजिटिव करेगा. ओके, सो इन मॉड्यूलस, नाउ हियर one sequence is had here. Outside the bracket x is there. Outside the bracket x. Now inside the bracket only y is there. Okay, how to learn this formula? Outside the bracket x, inside the bracket y. Now we need to follow the sequence. 1 2 3, 2 3 1, 3 1 2. Okay, in this way you can easily remember this formula. 1 2 3, 2 3 1, 3 1 2. Outside the bracket x, inside the bracket y. in between here positive sign with the x, in bracket negative sign. Okay, half into modulus x1 in bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 in bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 in bracket y1 minus y2. Okay, so in this way we can find the area of triangle by using the coordinates of vertex. If coordinates are given to you, you can use this formula. Okay, now some more application of this formula. Area of quadrilateral. You can also find the area of quadrilateral by using this formula. Now how? Here we have a quadrilateral ABCD. First of all, you need to draw one diagonal. Either you can draw AC, otherwise BD. Okay, it's your choice. AC, otherwise BD. Now, first one is to draw one diagonal. Now what happened? Now we have two triangles. Right? Now we have two triangles. So we can find the area of triangle ABC by using this formula. And we can find the area of triangle ABC by using this formula. After that, addition of area of this two triangle gives the area of quadrilateral. Okay, so area of quadrilateral ABCD, this is the sign of quadrilateral. Area of quadrilateral ABCD is equal to area, shortly we can write AR. Okay, area of triangle quadrilateral ABCD is equal to area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ADC, and you can find this area of triangles by using this formula. Okay, so area of quadrilateral ABCD is equal to area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ADC. Okay, then next parallelogram. Now in parallelogram, here we have parallelogram ABCD and I draw the diagonal AC. Now, in parallelogram, one thing we know, that is area of both this triangle is equal. Okay, diagonals divides the parallelogram into two equal parts. Okay, diagonal AC divides the quadrilateral into two equal parts. That means area of triangle ABC and area of triangle ACD both are equal. So if we want to find the area of parallelogram ABCD, so we only need to find area of any one triangle. Okay, we need to find area of any one triangle because area of both the triangle are equal. After that we can use this formula to find out the area of quadrilateral ABCD. Okay. So diagonals divide the parallelogram into two equal parts. So area of both these triangles are equal. Then for collinear point. Now here in chapter number 7, it is given that prove that these 3 points are collinear. Okay, this type of questions are there in the exercise. Prove that these 3 points ABC and also coordinate is given to you. These 3 points ABC are collinear point. So first of all, what do you mean by collinear point? Collinear, that means on the same line. Okay, collinear points means what? Points lies on the same line. So first of all, meaning all points on same line. If 4 points are given to you and if you say the collinear points, so all 4 points are on the same line, it is called collinear point. Okay, now how to prove that given points are collinear? Now how to prove that given points are collinear? If you talk for the 3 points, okay, if A, B, C are collinear point, then all 3 points lies on the same line. So here we have 2 ways to prove that these points are collinear. Here we have 2 ways to prove that these points are collinear. Now what are the ways? Here A, B, C, 3 points, right? So if they lies on the same line, so definitely AB plus BC is equal to whole AC. Okay, if all 3 points are on the same line, so definitely AB plus BC is equal to AC. So here, by using distance formula, you can prove this. First of all, find the distance AB, find the distance BC, find the distance AC, and prove that AB plus BC is equal to AC. So from that we can say that all 3 points A, B, C are collinear points. If it is not collinear points, then A, B and somewhere C. Okay, that means what I want to say, if 3 points are like this, A, B and C, now join these points. So it forms one triangle. Now you cannot say that AC plus BC is equal to AB, right? It's a wrong. AC plus BC is AB. It's a wrong. So definitely if collinear points are there, then addition of these 2 parts is the whole part. Okay, otherwise it cannot be happen. So this way we can use AB plus BC is equal to AC. Now think about the second way. So in second way, area of triangle ABC is 0, because if 3 points are collinear, it doesn't form the triangle, right? Here it cannot form the triangle if third point does not lie on this line. Okay, if here is the third point, then definitely it forms triangle. Okay, if 3 points are not collinear, then it forms the triangle. Okay, this is the definition of triangle. 3 non-collinear points, if we join with the line segments, it forms triangle. This is the definition of triangle. Okay, 3 non-collinear points, if we join with the line segment, then it forms the triangle. So what I want to say here, if 3 points are not collinear point, then it forms triangle. But if it is collinear points, then it does not form the triangle. It means area of triangle ABC is 0. It not forms the triangle, so area is equal to 0. Okay, so total 2 ways we have to prove that given points are collinear. AB plus BC is equal to AC. Here we can use the distance formula. Area of triangle ABC is equal to 0. Here we can use this formula. Okay, we can also first of all find the area of triangle ABC. If you will get the answer 0, so you can say that given points are collinear points. Okay, here we have parallelogram. Here even we have one more theory for the parallelogram. If we have one parallelogram, now here 2 diagonals AC and BD. Now here what is the property of parallelogram? Diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other, that means it divides into 2 equal parts. Diagonal bisect, that means 2 equal parts, bisect each other, that means AO and CO both are equal. A to O and C to O both are equal. Second thing, OD and OB both are equal. Okay, here AO is equal to CO, here DO is equal to DO. So alternately you can say that O is midpoint of BD, O is midpoint of AC. Right? This is the property of parallelogram. Diagonals bisect each other. So O is midpoint of BD, O is midpoint of AC. Now sometimes what type of questions are there? Sometimes 3 vertices are given to you. 3 vertices of what parallelogram is given to you, and find the 4 vertex. Okay, 3 vertex are given to you, find the 4th vertex. So how you can find the vertex? First of all, use these 2 vertices and find out the midpoint O. First of all, use A and C and find out the midpoint O. Now use the second diagonal BD. So here, from this diagonal AC, you can find the midpoint O. Now use the diagonal BD. Here you know the midpoint and one vertex, so you can find the second vertex. This type of questions are there in the exercise. So वहां पे आपको ज्यादा पता चलेगा कि कैसे इसका यूज करना है. बट जो भी 3 वर्टेक्स दिए हैं उसमें से डायगोनल्स को ज्वाइन करो. उसमें से पहले ऐसा डायगोनल सेलेक्ट करो जिनके दोनों वर्टेक्स पता हो. ए और सी दोनों के वर्टेक्स पता हो तो वहां से आप मिड पॉइंट फाइंड कर सकते हो. फिर सेकंड डायगोनल का यूज करो. यहाँ पे आपका मिड पॉइंट आपको पता है, एक वर्टेक्स पता है, तो दूसरा वर्टेक्स आप यहाँ से फाइंड कर सकते हो. ओके, एक्सरसाइज 7.3 में इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस है. So students, in this chapter we have distance formula, section formula, midpoint, area of triangle, area of quadrilateral. Okay, so students, here our theory part of this chapter is complete. If you have any doubt in this theory, please write down in comment section. I will give you the answer. Thank you.